Hi, it is the Human Operating System time. So in the past two videos, I have shared it is important or even critical to use the 5 heart rate zones and the heart rate variability to monitor, to track the traditional Chinese martial art training and the Qigong training. Only that way we know clearly what we are doing. We know whether if we progress and whether we practice the proper things and whether we do satisfy the needs or not. When I mean satisfy the needs is if one want to fight in MMA, then there is the zone 5, zone 4 deal. One cannot just keeping there being practiced song, Sao, Fajing, like Tai Chi in this zone 3, thinking someday they can go fight somebody in the zone 5. Forget about it. That's why you see the Tai Chi guy get just take down. In China, when Xi Xiaodong fight the Tai Chi guy, you look at the video of the Tai Chi guy. Well, he's doing good in the zone 3, okay? But when you go facing Xi Xiaodong in the MMA fight, it is momentum. The 4 impulse momentum handling, and then the zone 5 of intensity. Forget about it if one just train here, okay? You know the result. It doesn't matter who say internal or whatever, it doesn't work. That is since 1560, the General Shi Qigong time, okay? So that's why it's important. And then, if one train, like say Wing Chun Xiu Lim Tao or any other set, say let's just take the Wing Chun Xiu Lim Tao sets. We know that with this heart rate variability and the 5 heart rate zone, we can know the range of needed or the range of training of Xiu Lim Tao. We know if we progress. We know if we need to recover before we can go full force. We know if we have improved. If we have this 5 heart rate zone and the heart rate variability tracking, we know all of those. If we don't have this, heaven knows what the heck we are doing. Okay? So we know that in 1850s, the designs of Xiu Lim Tao sets in the Red Book supposed to be practiced between the resting heart rate zone to zone 3. That is the range of Xiu Lim Tao of condition the body for recovery, for preparations to go up to the 4 and 5. It just build up the body. As a Chinese Kung Fu, Chinese martial always said, it first have to strengthen his body, condition the body, get the breathing proper, get the body function proper before one can get to the zone 4. Okay? So one know the range of this practice. The Xiu Lim Tao practice is from resting to the zone 3. Okay? Now, also this heart rate variability. Why is important? If one be able to get into the natural resonance, lower abs breathing, one's heart rate variability will change into this shape. Okay? It's not this shape. Okay, so this is heart rate. Okay, this is heart rate. Say probably this is 60. Say this is probably say 80 here. Okay, this is a number there. Now, the people who cannot do the lower abs natural resonance breathing will breathe this way. Okay, so the breathing rate is high and the heart rate is changing not much. Okay, it's just changing this way. It might going like this, but it's just changing this way. Now, Once one get into the natural resonance lower abdomen breathing, the breathing rate becomes, say, 6 breaths per minute, and the heart rate is synchronized with it. And if you check the heart rate, okay, this is versus time, you see at one breathing it going down and then it going up. You see it varies a lot. So the heart rate varies a lot, okay, at this state. So if anybody said they have they can be Xing Qi to Dan Tian, all those good old Chinese internal martial arts style, look at their heart rate profile. Just track the heart rate profile. You see whether they really get into the 6 breath per minute zone or not, or close to 6 breath per minute zone. And if it get there, it will show this type of stuff with the heart rate. If it doesn't get there, it will get like this. Okay? And only if like this, you quiet down. Well, you can read this in Coherence in the heart rate variability article in web all over the place. Check Coherence, okay? This is known stuff. So this, if you want to claim about or train about the Xing Qi to Dan Tian, better get that, okay, in the heart rate profile, okay. So that's why we know the range, we know the state of the training. If you want to have a fully handling of the Xiu Lim Tao sets, you'll be able to get this in heart rate variability, and you'll be able to handle this properly, okay. Now, so if this is designed from this resting heart rate to zone 3 and the heart rate variability, and if somebody right away start jumping into the 4, like when somebody practice Xiu Lim Tao set, standing there, try to slow down their breathing, and then they just hold on their breathing and so forth, the entire body get sweating and all this stuff, and standing there for 1 hour, you can see the heart rate fly high, okay. Get to the zone 4 and get to the anaerobic because you don't breathe, okay. Your breath is shallow, or you stop breathing, okay, which is influence your cardio, okay. Now, so we know the range, we know that is not the range this training is supposed to do, because this training is supposed to build out one's body condition, so it support one go to 4 and 5 later, but it has to first develop it. The second thing is one will be able to know the progress. For example, if one start the Wing Chun Xiu Lim Tao set, just at the beginning start to do the E.G. Kao Miang Ma, because the body is stressed and tense, the breathing is not proper, one might end up in the 3rd zone, okay. And if one practices properly, after a while it's going to come down to 2nd zone, come down to the 1st zone. Depends on different people's practice and the effort you put in, so you know if you have progress. And also, all this lower abs breathing stuff, one might start with this in this area where the heart rate is not changing much because of one breathing fast and so forth, and it might get into this, this coherent type of state, which is the Xing Qi to Dan Tian state. So one know if one progress or not. Okay, another thing is, if one is sick, say for example, one can get the E.G. Kao Miang Ma standing at the 2nd, okay, 2nd zone. And if one is sick, one need to be or need to recover their body. Okay, one is not in the state, in the healthy and energetic state. When one practices the Xiu Lim Tao E.G. Kao Miang Ma, okay, is no longer here in state 2, it might get into state 3. Okay, so if say I practice my TCMA every day and I measure it and say, oh, it's in the zone 2. Well, it's good, because at first in the beginning I'm in zone 3 and now I become zone 2. Now, if all of a sudden I get a cold or something and I practice TCMA, now I'm in the zone 3, then I know, hey, my body is not recover, my body need rest. Okay? Because I practice the same thing, how come I get into the zone 3? My cardio load is become higher. Okay? When you go higher, meaning that your cardio load is higher. Okay? So you know if you need recover or not, if you're sick or something, okay? And if we start from the 2 and we keeping practice and keeping go higher, then we know, hey, something might go wrong. Get a sifu who know how to fix this. Okay? Now, also, if one practice the Xiu Lim Tao, is always like that. It go up to the 4 a little bit and come down and always like that. And then the more one practice, the more it get lower and lower, and then it become 3 and 2, those kind of things. Then from here to here, one know one is progressing. At that time, one can increase one's time of practice. Okay? So one know one, I can do Xiu Lim Tao for how long? For 10 minutes. And now from here I get to here. Oh, now I can increase, maybe doing 2 sets. So I can do 20 minutes and okay, over here. So we know exactly what it is. Instead of over here, we have no idea what we are, even though we start with here and then we try to keep doing 2 sets, 3 sets, 4 sets. It's going to keep going up high and then it's going to screw up the body after a while. It's no longer do what the Xiu Lim Tao is supposed to do. Okay? So this is an example for you. Okay? Without this, it's a dead end. You go nowhere. Okay? So we have no idea what the sets do, what is the progress, if we are sick or we need recovery, or we can proceed to train more. We have no idea what it is. Now, in the ancient, it is one teacher with one student. So the teacher watch you every day. In my time, it's like that too. And in today, you have how much? 4 million people practice Xiu Lim Tao, or as claim, or you say, well, 400,000 people practice Xiu Lim Tao. If you don't have the system, what the heck you are doing? Okay? And if say I want to be a sifu, I want to teach Xiu Lim Tao set, if we are not be able to handle this, how the heck are we going to teach other people? Without end up screwing other people. Well, sorry, Xiu Lim Tao is just not standing there and mimic posture. Mimic, you do it this slowly, you practice 1 hour. We need to do this, know this. Okay, this thing in the today's sports science, it is called the internal training load. Internal training load. Yes, it is the term for the sports science today. You have to have your internal training load or inner training load, which is about your cardio. And then you have external training load, which is your muscle. Okay? So this is the internal training load. And if you want to talk about internal martial arts, better get this straight. Otherwise, what are we doing? Okay? So this is to share with you today. It is something serious, okay? And it is not about putting down, badmouth any lineage, anybody, any grandmaster. No, it is an education. So every lineage, every Wing Chuner win because they know right away, okay, what they are supposed to do, what they are not supposed to do. And even if somebody who is a grandmaster level, they want to create their own Xiu Lim Tao development training, whatever, using this, they can check that whatever they develop or create, is it making any sense? Okay? So this is for you today. This is now, I'm making it technology and engineering. it should be repeatable, have the quality, and everybody should be able to do it within 2 months, 3 months. Not guessing for entire life and still argue, this is your lineage Xu Lim Tao, this is my lineage Xu Lim Tao, this is what my grandmaster said, this is what my Sifu said. Forget about it. Or this is the Tai Chi said. Forget about it. Show this. Okay? Specifications, and you know where you are. Okay? And the bottom line is that you don't want to screw up your body. Okay? You know this, you are not screwing up your body. And also, if you're training here in Xu Lim Tao, don't go fight somebody in MMA, because you are not trained like the MMA in the Zone 4, Zone 5 with the high speed momentum and high speed inputs for momentum zone handling. You don't. Over here, it is a condition so that you can raise up to 4 and 5 smoothly. Now, not everybody can go train 4 and 5. If you have a high blood pressure, you have a diabetic, you have the all kinds of sickness, then you need medical evaluations before you can do this thing. Okay? So this is for educations.